All right. I started with this for a reason. I always have something else to do. I'm putting this out there, just like this, to show those that are involved in, first of all, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, I focus on the Summerwells missing children, period. There are many of them. This group is deep, dark, and sick. Hundreds of kids, and it involves a lot of people running this shit. The pictures I have here are to show you how fucking dumb they are. That once you know the cookie cutter, and once you accept the fact that my elements are the ones that show up in all of their guilty situations, you will be able to spot them in seconds. And you'll be like, you've got to be joking. These don't even look crazy to me anymore. Because now what I'm saying is, how dumb can you be? How dumb can you be that this scene right here is the same scene in that dollar store? Like, I know this so well because now it's going to be probably coming up to a year, that you guys should be freaking shitting in your pants because all of this has been given to the right group to bust your ass. I am not waiting anymore for the TBI. No way. I don't even know if I should be waiting for the FBI. I know who's going to take this and run with it. You guys, they're killing people, and they think that they are Batman, Superman. I have something to tell you guys. You're fucking not that person. You may think you become that person after you get wasted on your drugs, but this here, these symbols, this here, this is what's on the kids' shirts. I only put things up here that I know match the Summer Wells Missing Children case, and all the craziness and all the chaos and all the crazy elements that I've been looking at for 8 months are unbelievably coming together. I have a gift I was born with that is with a third eye wide open. I hear, see, smell, understand. I can look at a photo and tell you everything that is going on in that photo. These are the reasons that the groups like this are terrified of anyone that works with magic or whatever you want to call it. You don't have to believe in it. I don't care if you believe in it or not. It doesn't matter. What matters is I'm bringing you information that is factual information with backup photos. And no one's going to tell me otherwise. No one's going to be able to get into my head and tell me otherwise because I know. I know what's going on behind these photos, you stupid ass. Really, do you think we've never seen that before? This? It may look like, oh, why would someone pull it out of a video? But guess what? It's so obvious when you know what you're looking for. And you guys may not, I'm not even explaining this stuff like this picture here. Because a person that is guilty is, I want you to look at this photo and feel your heart drop. I know where that is. I want you to look at these photos and have you think, how the fuck did she get that photo? There's your there's your pricks. Here's your 3 pricks. There's your hearts. Here's your fish that are on those kids' shirts, dumb fuck. Here. Really? He has the same heart on the side of his shirt. It's all here. This is the garage. I could line this up perfectly to a garage that we look at all the time. Doesn't look like this because this is deep faked over it. I'm talking about the elements on the ceiling. I'm talking about the square. I'm talking about the things that are on the sides that they don't want you to look at because they think that you're going to be so engorged in looking at that ridiculous photo in the middle that you're going to not notice everything else. I notice. And I'm going to show you how I line them up. Line them up. This one. Guess what? We've seen these tracks before with the number 5 on it. Why would this be in this video when I have so many pictures of this that Don thinks it's in his backyard? Same number is on it. Same symbols are on it. Same thing. I can match them up. So they're not so crazy anymore, you dumbasses. Not so crazy anymore. This isn't so crazy anymore, this photo. I know what those hands look like. I have photos of them with the hands. Whatever you do to them is crazy, but we're getting it. Yeah, throw the bone. Yep, you just throw the bone. I've seen these photos before in different deep fake. See these fingers? Can I show you guys something? Fingers don't become that. Let me see if I could get up the Appalachian, those poor little children that are in the purple, and that's exactly what her hands look like. Let me see. Purple. I always try to pull shit up and I can't. But it's very important. I kind of want to show you this. How those, all of a sudden, those hands, those fingers are not so crazy. Here's the purple. This is what they do to the kids in the purple. In the purple with their one-way mirror, the one-way window. And the kids can't see out. You can only see in. Let me find it. I'm finding this one. While I'm finding this one, I have to tell you a story why I'm waking up on such a headache because I haven't stopped. The other night, I wanted to tell you guys a story that happened. I'm like, you're not going to believe. They're not making a horror story. Oh, please. They're fucking bragging. Please. Appalachian. Not last night, the night before. The night before, I think I did a really great live. I thought it was a great live. Oh, I think I put in this one. And Google hand. Wait, I'm going to ping this picture. I'm sleeping. I'm literally sleeping. Going to sleep. My husband's sleeping. It was exactly 4:15. It was 4:15. I heard, and when I go to sleep, I literally have to mentally turn off the words and the spirits because they have a lot to say because I learn from them, right? As I'm trying to turn this shit off, now it's 4:15. As I'm talking, I'm trying to find this picture. I heard from a distance, it was a scream. Now, the scream was from a distance. I was in my bedroom and it sounded like it was coming. It was the little child, who I believe was the scream of Summer, because or else I wouldn't hear it, and that's who my focus is, was in a distance, but yet I could hear it. And it was muffled. Just like how it was explained, it was like a scream, just like Don said, that something was over her mouth. I heard it, and it was from a distance. Scared the shit out of me, okay? At first I was like, is that in my house? I woke my husband. I said, did you hear that? He's like, what the fuck was that? My husband fucking heard it. He heard the scream. He's like, what was that? I'm like, I'm gonna tell you what it was. That was Summer Wells showing me her scream. And I'm supposed to share that because whoever is listening that is guilty party knows, they know that scream. They know exactly what I'm talking about because they let it happen. I can't find the picture all of a sudden. They let it happen. They fucking heard it in a distance, but they were in the same location, but it was like far down, far away from them, but loud enough for them to hear. Loud enough for them to hear it. So what I am telling you guys, and I'm expressing to the people that are listening, because I know both sides come in here, good, bad. Look at, there's the prick, there's the heart on the head, here's those things that little Madeline has on her hand. I mean, it's so obvious. It's so stupidly obvious. The scream, I want the people to know that I am really good at what I do. I cannot turn it off, and it is real. When you mess with the devil and you're doing things that are not human, and you're doing things that are not meant to be done in this world, in this human world of humanity, someone who has powers like I have and other people do, I'm not the only one, are going to fucking see it. And that's who's going to take you down. Period. Because I could hear her. I could see the location. She's far away down like a tunnel, like a hallway, a real long hallway. And she's scared out of her fucking mind. And Don heard her. He heard her scream. And I swear to God, that is why that girl, that lady, Jody Sue, brought it up, because she was rubbing it in his face. Oh yeah, I heard her scream. Oh yeah, Don, you know we heard her scream. Ha ha. Keep going the way you're going. I'm going to bust you, is what she's saying. You know damn well we heard it. In a distance. They're not lying. They're just not telling the whole truth. They're not telling the whole truth. She did make that scream. And when this goes down, and this blows open wide, this will be one of the details that you will hear from them. That they kind of heard her, and it really, really hurt Candace. In that split second, it did. That split second, it hurt Don. I actually don't think Candace heard the scream, as I just said that out loud. Candace didn't hear it. Don did. And I know there were other people with him, but the other people that were with him were with Summer. They already took her from Don. They were with her when she did that scream. He envisioned them put what he said out loud. He envisioned. He has in his memory. He has in his head. He knows they put their hand over her mouth. He knows that. And they took her away, and he was just gone. Don wasn't allowed to see it, or else he wouldn't be able to tell the truth. He told the truth. He fucking knows that that's what happened. He didn't want to bring up that scream until Jody Sue brought it up. And then he had to make sense of it. And then he's like, yeah, I could just envision it. And he goes in his head. His eyes go up. He goes in his head. And he's like, yeah. They probably put their hand over his mouth. Like, he goes into detail which no parent would just say like that. Yeah, could you imagine your daughter being gone and you're going, oh yeah, they just put her there. I believe they put the hand over her mouth and she was muffled and she started screaming for dear life, and they probably brought her to somewhere sicko hotel. Well, he knows that. He doesn't know past that little teeny, like that, scream. Put your hand over your mouth and like try to scream. He hears it in his head every day. That's the demon that is killing him. He really wasn't supposed to hear that scream. He did. Because right before he let her go, she called him daddy. And he fucking let her go. And I know that's the truth because I get very emotional when I say that. And that's what he did. So, whoa. That is what he did. And I could literally bet my life on it. You have to give me 1 second. Just a second. This is just so sad. Oh, okay. Wait, just give me, I'll be right back. Give me 1 moment. Just stamp it out. I just stamped it out. Oh my god. It's really sick fucking shit, these motherfuckers. That's enough of that. I needed to show you that because I want them to know. They're being watched. They're being reported. And it's not crazy anymore. Not crazy anymore. It's not. It's the truth. Ugh, my head. This is what I wanted to go over today. The other day I was showing you how there's a connection between the Appalachian Express, between the Nice and Something guys. Wait a minute before I do this. I have to put my disclaimer out. God, you guys, my head is like freaking. Because my head's doing this because the spirits really want me to continue talking about this. And they're pushing me to go into it, but I just cannot do that today. I will do it a different day when I just can't. I don't want to do that right now. These are the things that I need someone usually with me when I do stuff like this because I just can't. That's all I could say. I will do it, but in a safe space and not here on my live. I do feel that it's coming through very strong, and I hit upon something and heard it really loud. And because my husband woke him up too when he heard the same fucking thing, I know, and he's not in this world. He's in special forces. He does shit like that. Special forces guy, kind of that shit in the government shit. And doesn't live in this world, but he heard it. And that means that they just they're getting very pissed off, and they don't have patience anymore for everyone's bullshit. They've waited years and years and years and years to do this. I didn't even realize that I've always had ghosts. Like I have 4 daughters. Like we've always lived in houses, and they're used to this. We've lived in houses where we couldn't go to sleep because in the attic the kids were playing. I'm talking about ghostly like kids. It was loud. That's how we lived. That's my life. And I came to the realization, actually, it was the night that I heard that scream, that those young kids that have been following me from house to house are the same kids that are trying to get justice. Oh my God, here I go again. Ah, he's coming through. Okay, it's the truth. They're the same kids that have been freaking following me forever. Anyways, copyright disclaimer under section 107. Everything that I'm putting out here is basically from social media. The other people have put it out there, and I'm just putting it in my through my philosophy, I guess I could say, and in my own words, mixed with my intuition and clairvoyance. It's just a theory. So when I mention these companies, it's just a theory. I'm putting things together that they put on social media themselves. With that being said, there's a connection between Appalachian Express, the carnival trucks, the Appalachian Fair, water parks throughout the country, dollar stores. They're not the Dollar General, so I'm not saying that. They're fake stores. They're the fake dollar things. They're not the big company. Okay, I need to make that clear. It's not. It's not. It's like these fake companies that they call dollar something. They call dollar because it's all about the price. They like to put things on sale. They like to put kids on sale. They like to sell things. Milk is this, juice is that, blah, blah, blah. And they have a connection to Lollipop Cooperative Center, which is the dairy farm, back to the years with the Hearers, and is the truck company. It's all the same. I went back to my information and pictures. I told this before. Pictures are what gives me my information. I stare at a photo, I look at it, and it gives me information. Don't ask me how, it just does. These three photos really bugged the shit out of me. Now, this company is located in Jonesboro. Wait, I have it here. It's a company name. They moved. Oh, there. Yeah, Jonesboro, Tennessee. Even though it says Greenville, they're in Jonesboro, Tennessee. They have everything. They work together with the company that does um, pavement, and they lay asphalt. I mean, all the things that we all know is involved in this stuff, right? Look at those pictures. I'm like, I know what I see. I know what I see. Let me see if it's really there. Here's information on the company. First thing I do is I look at that ring. That ring, you guys are not going to believe this, but I'm going to show you. This ring is totally coated. Watch this video I made. Look what happens. Look what happens. Oh, that's the car. Oh, wait, not even at the car yet. Wait, redo the ring. Okay. Watch the ring. When you start, look at that. When you start to, and I know, remember I told you it's how you put the contrast in the stuff so it moves. I've always known that there's stuff moves a certain way, but this ring does that when you contrast, when you move it. I know that these are messages because I know these dots. We see dots everywhere. They have white dots, they have red dots, they have green dots, and blue dots. I'm playing with the levels. The little heart shows up. It is that ring speaks to you. It has the heart. It has all the elements on this thing. This is a still of one of them. So what I actually did, because I know the dots, I know how they do their messages. This is how they do it. And that's what the ring looks like, you guys. Wait, I'm not done. Close that off. Let me put this back in here. So the first thing I look at was the ring. I'm like, okay, well, that ring has everything that I know. I'm like, that's very interesting. Looking at it, I copy and paste all the same symbols. This ring has all the things that are in the bottom. Now, interestingly enough, oh my God, I could do a whole day's worth of stuff on this one lady on YouTube. The one in the bottom right-hand corner came from her. I mean, there's no way that she doesn't know shit. There's no way. The one that's third in is from Summer's shirt, and they love that black thing. These are all symbols on the ring. Then I'm taking a look at this. Really, what I wanted to look at was the car photo, because I know they're not, and I've said this, I say this all the time, they're really not in a car. So if you are listening, I know you are not in a fucking car. You are in something that's built to look like a car. You're in this. You're in one like this. This is why Candace looked like she had a third person in the front. We're like, wait a minute, it looks like there's 3 seats. They don't have that in her car. A Subaru doesn't have that. Right, because she wasn't in her fucking Subaru. This car is in that photo. It has, it may be blurry, but it has the hearts on it. It has the stick with the heart. It's all over this car. Now, what was the most interesting to me, and I always look at this, is the edges of the picture. The edges of the photo tells you the most, because first of all, the edge of this photo is not a car door. It's not even a car. That's like what it looks like. This is in the Appalachian Express, who also has the website. The website that no one really goes to is called Appalachian something, and it had all of Candace's TikToks on, and that's where I got all my great photos. Because it was like I sent them into TBS long ago. I'm like, okay, something's up with this Appalachian thing, because he has photos no one has. And he has the versions of Candace's TikToks that just aren't the same versions as everyone else has on YouTube. Now, they blew this all off. This car has the symbols, and this is straight from the picture. Nothing's done. Like, to the left-hand side, it's not a car door. It's like what we see. Anyone that knows what I'm talking about is going to see the elements on here. This company had this photo as an advertisement. Here's the other photo. Blown up. I have been looking at that, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to match it straight up perfectly. The side of the car, the side of this fake car, is just like this window opening that they put their head in. That's what they lean on. It's against a wall. This car thing is against like a solid wall that has a hole in it. That's where they enter the hole in the wall. You guys, I'm telling you, this is not a normal car. Look even how it's built. It's not a normal car. Check this out. This is going to blow your mind. See that? See how Don matches up perfectly to the inside of that fucking car? Look at that. That's a picture of Don, and I copied and cropped and put it right over his face that he says he's in a car. He's not in a car. He's in that thing. Look how it matches up. That is the side of the car, you guys. These line up. I don't just pull this shit out of my ass. It lines up. I'm going to find the picture and put it in there and move it around so I could show you. Let me show you something. The picture of the car, I'm going to move it to show you how this car, basically, to me, Don's ass is in this car. And a lot of other people's asses in this car, not just Don. Here. It's so funny because once you know how to do this, you guys, anyone that's kind of paying attention, I'm not an expert at internet shit. I'm an expert at what I know to do. I follow what I'm told to do. That's all I do is just follow it. There's nothing else to it for me. I just listen to what to do. These dumb motherfuckers, here's the picture. Edit copy. Okay, so here's a picture of the car. I'm going to just plop it in here so I could show you. That's the inside of this car, okay? That is on the advertisement for Appalachian Express. That's in Jonesboro. No offense, whatever company you are. Okay, let me now copy and move and paste Don. I'm going to show you how this works. And I could do this with every piece of the car. It's not just this. This just happens to show the best because there's red in it. And their reds and their greens and their yellows or whatever the hell they do. Stays the same for some reason. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, copy. Copy. Okay. Here's that. Okay. Oh, I have to kind of turn it to do it. All right, wait. Let me... Oh, this one's turned. Okay. Copy. Okay. This is the car from Appalachian Express advertisement. Look at. This is Don. Do. Now, that's the same. He's in that car. If you guys could figure it out. See, the Appalachian Express has it in black. They turned it white because that's what they do. They turn things white. Here, it's the same thing. This is that. Goes just like that. It's like that. That's Don with that thing on his neck. It's not really Don. It's someone who's acting to be Don. Matches up. And if you really look closely to the car from, there's just so much in it. Like I haven't even begun to even, I mean, I know all these symbols. I know the symbol that's on the mat. I mean, it's so insane. And the bloody thing on the side, all the way to the right side, that's the window. That's the fake window that I always say they're not in a car. They're not in a car, blah, blah, blah. It's a window. They're putting something in a window. Well, I think that this is the vehicle that they used. And someone built it. There's what I mean, the head on the thing. To me, that's the window. It matches up. Let me copy and paste it for you. I'm going to show you. This is that. And that's not Benny's head, obviously, because Benny is not dead. He's still alive. So that's the fake Benny that they just used Benny's head Okay, it's obviously not him, or he'd be dead. Let me see how to do this. Oh, I know. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'm going to copy, because when I put it live like this, it won't allow me to like twist and turn it. I don't even know how to do that yet. Like, I do it on PDF, but I'm gonna have to learn, because I'm at that point where we're at the point, for me, I'm at the point of this investigation that the next step is I'm just gonna stick with all these same things, and my next step basically is showing my audience exactly how this lines up, and that I'm not just pulling shit out. Okay, see this? This is this. It's just what it is. It's what it is. And that this window opens right up to whatever that hole is that I told you guys that they need to go dig. This is all underground. They are pulling their car. It makes to me so much sense, because every car that I've seen, including the red Toyota, they're on a track, I've been saying, and they are covered in chains. They're being moved. They're being lifted, and they're being placed down, lifted up and down. This is this window. This is it. There's the lines. Look, right there. This is this window. And these guys should be freaking out. This goes right in there. Boom, this is that. Right there. Wait, let me line it up perfectly. Yep. See? This is the window. The fake window. You could see in, you can't see out, and that's the hole. That's the entrance and exit hole. They're going up and down, in and out of this place. See? Right there. Right there. It even has the heart on it. That is the bloody with, okay, so let me show you, see the A? See that A? This comes from Appalachian Express car. This is on their car. If anyone could kind of feel the intensity of that. Let me see if I'm going to circle the A. I mean, there's so much. You have to be honest that there's so much. To look at for this, but I have so much information that I actually would love to get it all out, but I'm just gonna keep going until I basically can't. Wait. Let me open this back up. I'm gonna circle. I think I'm gonna actually just do this, show you a few things, and then continue again tomorrow. Because here's the A. Here it comes. Look though, this A is the one that's in the car. This is the Appalachian Express car fake window. It's the fake window. There it is. That A, what I'm saying is in, it's in there. Ugh, let me copy. Let me make this smaller. Copy. Let's see if this helps. There's the A. It's blown up. It's really there. It's not fake. I'm going right over it. Boom. Okay? right there. So that's the car. Anyone who doesn't see that is in denial. The A's even match up. It's right there. Same shape. That one-way window is looking right out at that hole. And that hole is what we found on the Wells property. Found it in the car that these guys are driving around in, the fake car. And this is what's happening. Just like that. Let me see if I could, let me circle the A so you guys, I make sure you see it on the fake car. Okay. Well, the A on the other one, so you could compare them both. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. Let me just do that. So the point here is all three items in those photos completely represent the case. And everything that I showed you in that crazy video, that's the A, represents the case. The case is all over it. It's everything. It's all over it. Everything is on there. All right, let me grab the other. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's see. It's somewhere on my. Oh, there it is. My laptop is filled. Okay. Here you go. Now let me. I'll copy and paste this. There. That's the A. Edit, copy. Wait 1 second. Oh, hello. My massive dogs. Let me show you how that's the same. Edit, copy. Well, let me copy it. All right, so this, did that copy it? I can't put it over it. Let's see. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, let me do it this way. Copy, paste. Okay. No, I still didn't do it. My mind is really fried. Wait. I could feel it. All right, well, I'm just going to do it this way. This here, this A that I circled here is the same one on this on the car. This one is the one that Don and Benny were in, and this is the one from Appalachian. This is, to me, what the inside of this looks like. This, to me, I went through more of my information. This, to me, is what this looks like in there. I mean, it's clear. It's not like you see it. Might be purple, but they use the purple light. And up in the right-hand corner is the same white thing that's on summer on the bottom. It's the same situation, just to let you guys know. It's the same. Right-hand corner is the same situation as summer. The left-hand bottom corner, same situation. You see the heart. Upper left-hand corner, that is what they do to them. It's hard to look at, but it's the truth. And what happened to the last page? It went blank. I know I'm not going to be able to do everything here. I'm going to just show you a few photos. Where's the other one? Only reason being is because there's just so much, and it definitely takes the time. I mean, not the time, the energy. Let me see what this one looks like. Let me open up what I was working on the first time here. Oh, I'll just copy and paste some photos. When the case first came out, let me see if I can paste it in here. Oh, well. When the case first came out, this was one of the first things that I saw. This was an interview, the interview on TV with the police. I'm like, well, does anyone else see these creepy things showing up in the photo? They use the TV stations and the programs to place their deepfake messages. Now, there's the V, the B, so I went back to look because I know I saved them. I'm like, I know this is going to make sense one day. There's the number 5. So they used these photos to recreate a message. And it's right in front of us, right? I wanted to show that. I mean, that is so, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Wait, let me save this PDF, and I'm gonna just fly through a few things and then call it a quits. Hold tight. This is a very large file. I'm not going to go over because I think I really covered a lot today. I think that this is a lot of information to take in an hour. So I don't want to overwhelm and put it in one video. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm going to review next time. Okay, it's still saving. This will just give you a little information of what I'm going to be doing probably tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow. This was the PDF that I've been working on since the last time we went on together. And I really, really thought I'd be doing this today, but that happens every time with me. So let me show you a little bit here. Because it will give you an insight to where I'm headed and what I see happening with this case. Okay. Just trying to find it. So much on my laptop. It's crazy. Okay. Okay. So let me just get rid of this one in here. Okay. What I'm going to be reviewing next time, hope I didn't overwhelm you guys, are the photos that I got from this fake dollar store. I'm going to show you real photos of people's faces. I decided that I have to do that because I reviewed the last video, and it was very hard to understand the intensity of what's happening without showing the faces. I'm showing these faces because I believe these are people that were in bad situations and they're no longer with us. Most people would turn their eye and walk away from seeing these things on their neck, right? Because they look so crazy. But those things on their neck I have been looking at for 8 months. They're on children. Actually, Benny has them on in every video. On the bottom right-hand corner is Madeline McCain. When you blow up her photos, that's what you get. And this is what I've been trying to show them. But now I think that it will become more clear because you could see the white plastic on her with the hearts. Like it's really obvious. So the things on their neck really quite are everywhere, especially that dude's tattoo. So this is an interesting thing. This one, the reason I showed you one of the pictures in the beginning with that thing around, I don't know whose neck that was, with the sharp thing, it matches this. So as crazy as it looks, it kind of matches it. So it's not my problem. It's their problem. Yeah, I'm showing Benny's face because I want to show you how these things are on his body. Not to say it's him, so Benny, if he sees this, I'm not saying it's him. It could be, I really don't think it is. I really think that they superimpose and use his face for other people's faces because there's no way he's going through this shit. There's no way. And there's the garage. It matches perfectly. This is Madeline McCain. So I'm going to quickly go through it, but next time go through it slower. This is her picture of her, the sharp things I showed you in one of the first photos in their hand. It was like that bloody hand with that crazy music. This is what it is. This is what's in his hand. It's got the exact same thing as the 3 prongs. I'm only showing things that match perfectly. And I believe that is the machinery behind her with that little fish. The little fish. And the only reason I noticed that little fish is because Summer was saying fish. She kept repeating fish. So what I do with the photos is I go deeper and closer. When, I told you guys that they use photos like this. Just this is exactly what the Wells did for Summer's celebration video for her birthday. They used photos like this, and this is just how I knew. I'm like, it's the same thing. They're using the cookie cutter concept. You could see right there that she falls right into the category. Plus, I have so many other photos of her. Where's this? So that's a close-up of what's on her head. It's the plastic things with the heart. It's the plastic things with the heart. It's just what that is. I'm trying to see if next time, so what I'll do next time is I'll show you all the ones I have of her parents. That's a closer photo so you guys could see that the machine stuff is connected to her. And then that white bag goes right down the back. And it's like that flat looking face thing. This isn't her son. This is her son, and he has that same fish stuff, like I said, on his shirt as the other kids I showed you in the past. And he's got the number 5. So this is what this is. It's the same. Believe it or not, it looks crazy, but I know what these symbols are, and I see that everywhere. They're not. I understand it now. This one I was going to finish later. Well, I'm showing her face because I think I need to. This lady. These photos are from Detroit, Michigan concert that the owner of that store has on their Facebook. You cannot deny the fact that she has something on her chin, and it matches what I've been showing you, as well as the cover on her neck and on her shoulder. I'm going to get into more detail what this looks like, because these are very clear photos that I believe need to be seen for the sake of solving this case. That is the same neck thing on her as I showed you in other people, especially Robin Lane. And I'm going to show you all those photos next time to compare and show you how many cases I have of the same picture. Look in her eyeballs. This is what I'm going to be going over. And I have shown other photos that when they have their face, when the child is connected and pushed on their mother's head like that, that's the only way that they take pictures, by the way. That's the only way that Candace takes it with Summer. That's the only way how Harmony took it, how Michael Vaughn took it, how Harmony, that's what they all did, all the way back to Madeline McCain. They all do the same thing. But when you zoom in and you just crop what's in there, that's what's between their head, is what we see on the other children. Now I've shown you, I'm going to show so many of them. Here's what I mean about what's on their neck. You guys have access to all these photos. So this is what I'm working on. This is not Appalachian Fair. This is the Detroit. This is a Detroit concert being set up with the same people that do the fairs. And I'm going to go through these photos to show you how they compare. That's Don in a photo, and you can see how that face, that's just a deep fake. I will be reviewing these to blow up all the crazy stuff that you're seeing in the background. So these are real photos that they took, and they did the same thing that Candace does. She takes 10 pictures of the same photo, okay, and just all different viewpoints. And I know what she's doing is trying to get the best photo of what's behind her. I've been looking at those for 8 months. So when I looked at these, I'm like, first they take a photo with his head in the middle, then they take a photo with whatever's in the background on the right side, then they take a photo of whatever's in the background on the left side. I'm like, what is going on with these photos? Edit, copy. So what I'm going to be doing the next time I go on for you guys is I will then blow that up of that person being transported in one of those buggy-like things. That's what it is. It's a real photo. That's what that is. It's right in the middle. You can't miss it. But you're going to miss it if you don't know to look for it, right? I know to look for it. So each photo that I'm going to be taking apart in the clearest situation that I have yet to see, I have clear photos of people's faces, locations, equipment, and what they're doing. Crystal clear. No cover on it. No deep fake on it. Nothing. Nothing. That is why this next one is going to be really important to get right. And you know, hopefully for people to see it and understand it. Because, wait, I'm going to circle this thing for you. I'm going to circle a few things. I haven't done anything yet. Like I actually just took it off their Facebook and just put it in a file. That's all I did so far. I'm going to circle. I'm just going to do this one here, and it'll give you a good example of what I'm talking about. Let me circle it here, and I'll put it back in. And I'm going to show you how the equipment matches. I'm going to show you how that freaking buggy matches what's on top of the the oh wait, let me do this over here. On top of the buggy that's at the Appalachian Fair. You see, that's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. Here, I circled it. There it is. It's clear as can be. Looks crazy, but it's there. And it's not only there, it's the same maroon frame on top of a clear bed. That is clear. They're laying on plastic clear. There's a heart on the chest. That square, all of that information there matches up. How about the dude playing the fake guitar that you see in the church? I've always seen that, but I never had a clear picture. How about the guy that's got the pole going through his head? So this is what I'm going to show you, because this is probably the very best photos that I have in their faces, and it shows people in agony. This is what they're setting up at Michigan Detroit concert. This is going to be the next life. It's right there. What else am I going to be showing you? Oh, those are more close-up photos. I'll go through all that. It also shows you the trucks. I'm going to show you how that white truck matches up to the truck that sits at that I showed you of the monster truck that was at the Wells house. There's the white bags in the back. I'll show you how that matches up. There's a motor that looks just like what they built on top of their fake motorcycles. Go through that. Go through all of this. They're moving now. See how it's moving? They're lifting it up. So I'll go through all that. They're lifting up just the head, the torso part. That's what's on there. I'm going to show you all that. And this, how they transfer them. And then the plastic. And go through all of this. Comes from this concert. And it's really not good. There it is. There's the maroon thing. That's the mechanism. You guys, it's like in the photo. It's the none of this shit is put in there. And I'm gonna show you how it matches up to all this. Right back to Appalachian Fairground. Right back. Oh, and then I just pulled these. These I could show you because I'm not going to review them. I just went back to my old photos from 8 months ago and looked closer because I know more than I did 8 months ago, right? These are pictures of Don holding a little baby with the bones. I mean, now you can see them clearly because you know what I'm showing you. Yeah, that's crystal. That's getting clearer to me. It's crazy. I'm gonna show you the more pieces. All these pieces that show up again, you guys. I have to be very clear. This may not be his face. That is where the deep fake. They really do deep fake the people. I'm going to show you how all this matches. All of it. I went back to Grandis and Candace's photos, especially with the dolls, and look at Grandis's head. Little Grandis has that. Now that doesn't look so nuts because I've shot. That's on most of their heads. I mean, it's there. It's not crazy. And I'll go over what Grandis's what Candace and Grandis, what their phone really looks like that they use. This isn't their phone. This is like this iPad thing. That's Candace's. And I'm going to show you how this lady who is on YouTube, her information and her photos and her symbols are identical to the case. Every one of them. Every one of them. She actually shows the location. And so this is why I'm going to go in deeper. I'm going to go in deeper to this. So the crazy is taken out. I'm going to really show you what these symbolize. This is the opening to Don and Benny's videos. It's very symbolic, let me tell you. It's another picture of them in that mechanism in the white. This is like what Summer's photos look like, with the like that and the heart in the middle. It's just all I'm just showing you repetition, repetition, repetition. I have to. I just keep repeating it because then you'll see it. This is this lady. It's all she has are trees with symbols on it. That's why I said every child has a tree. Summer said, look in the leaves, leaves, leaves. She said to look, fishies. Fishies are there. Look at right there, actually. That's okay. So see that fish? That's the same symbol, you guys, that I just showed you in that crazy video. This comes from this lady on YouTube that does these crazy videos, but let me tell you something. That's why I didn't sleep, because I spent 2 days literally downloading and keeping, and I'm going to review and pick and twist and turn and just get all the little details in there, because I will know the story by the end of doing that. Because look what she shares. See these photos? You turn them upside down and they actually look just, that is the photo that I showed you guys on the, I said these are photos on the side of the road. They have the heart up in that's by the Appalachian Fear. Like, it was all confusing me. I'm like, I don't understand what this is. And then the boxes showed they were moving and they're being, and I showed you the boxes in a room. But this is the same photo. This is the same photo as I was looking at from Google Images. You could even see the heart, the 3 hearts. It's right in the middle. It's a middle photo of the screen. It's silver. And then you'll see the 2 that are following it. That's exactly what it looks like when they line it up at Appalachian Fairground with the sun, or the heart in the sky. I have to call it a day. You guys are like not even speaking. So I'm going to review all of this and show you how this is now added into my elements, and this is now in my story. This is a major part of my story. Major part of my story. Because she tells everyone's stories. That's what's in the water. They look familiar? That's the Appalachian, that's the carnival. It's the carnival. Superimposed. There's the pinwheel. It's all there. I'm going to have fun with this one, and I'll go on. Next time I go on this one, I'm going to review all this. And they never looked into this, but this was Polk County's garbage dump. I can't turn that beep off, but I'll go over all that next time. What's this last photo? Oh, that's funny. Oh, this is. Oh, I'll go over this next time too. This is what's in her water. So if I were to turn it upside down, this is from her. If I turn it upside down, you see that heart, it's going to give me a lot of information. That's something. But she gives really great info. I will do that next time, you guys. This was a lot of incredible hour. Oh my goodness, almost an hour and a half. Yeah. I will now stick with photos that are really mostly very, very crystal clear. Oh, did I not show the video of the car? Here's the ring. Oh, here's how the car lights up. How crazy is that? The car. It's really giving lots of messages. And this is what their videos do. They do that. Pretty smart. Pretty smart. But you only could do it a few times and then it stops. So if you're going to do this, I suggest videotaping it while you're doing it for the first time. Because it may not happen again. But you could see in here all the elements are right in here. They're like by the stick shift. I'll have fun with this next time, guys. Crazy. And let's watch the green one more time and then I'm going. And everyone have a good Saturday night. We've all seen this before. Yep. All from an advertisement. All right, guys. Seriously, thank you. Thank you. Be safe. Be happy. Hug your family. And really, God bless you for really being here and having faith in me. And I'm going to go sleep until tomorrow. Talk to y'all later. Please review my stuff. Please review the videos from prior. And if you haven't subscribed, I suggest subscribing because I will be doing videos for members, not members, I don't know if it's called members or subscribers. I have no idea how many of them are. So I have a private group as well. All right. Talk to you then. Enjoy your night, guys.